Hello and welcome. In this video, I want to talk about a really interesting transit that's happening in the sky this week. The sun is entering into the constellation of Leo. And this is not only really significant for me, but I believe for my whole community. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm Higginson. I'm a speaker, artist, and mentor for awakening hearts and conscious creatives. I help people really access the essence of who they are so that they can share that with the world. And so the sun in Leo is really an important energy to be working with. And in this video, I want to cover how you can harness this to really be confidently you. So let's dive in.
I've tried recording this video a few times and my microphone keeps on failing on me. So I'm just going to go without microphone. I'm just going to be sharing from my heart, and let's dive into why is this placement of the sun so important? Well, because we live in the solar system. We are part of this whole cosmic unit, and where the sun is where we get our power from. If you think about the sun, it's the giver of life. This planet would not have life without water or without sunlight. And when we look at where the sun moves through the different constellations, all of these different constellations have certain themes attached to them. And this has been charted since ancient times in many different cultures and even through different religions. But if you know my work, I'm not attached to any form of dogma of any religion or of any set of rules, but I like to look at everything that is influencing us in our internal world, in our mind, in our energy, so that we can harness that to become more authentic, more in integrity with who we really are, but without any of the rules telling us what we should or shouldn't be. And that's where the sun in Leo is a really beautiful placement, because Leo is all about authenticity, integrity, truth, and bravery. Leo has the courage to express authentically. And in the world that we live in, we often get off track with who we truly are, what we truly want, and how to use our authentic voice because of everybody else's expectations, all of the pressures from the outside. So Leo is this energy of the sovereign being, like self-expressed and authentic and confident being. So I love to think about Leo energy as, instead of looking at the lion, because everyone loves talking about like the lion as the king of the jungle, its magnificent mane, but if you're like me and you've watched quite a few documentaries, you know that out there in the savannah, the lion doesn't actually do much other than lie under a tree, occasionally have, a beautiful roar, or have a fight, or, he fathers the children. Like, thank you for the beautiful little lion cubs, they're cute. But all of the work actually gets done by the lioness. And a group of lions is called a pride. So let's feel into that for a moment. The group is called a pride. Like, that signifies confidence, sovereignty, and pure power and expressed authenticity. But what I love about the lioness energy is that she is fiercely motherly, protective, but she works with her sisters. She works with her other queens. She doesn't aspire to be above anybody else or more powerful than anybody else, because she knows that her strength comes from not only her own authenticity, but the fact that she has others by her side who are also sovereign in their own right. And that's really what I want to invite you to explore with this sun in Leo placement, is where can you bring your unique gifts into this world? How can you express your unique voice, your unique talents in your own way? without trying to be like anybody else, without trying to meet any outside expectations, but truly tap into your own authentic power. Another aspect that's really, really fun about Leo energy is that it's playful. It's confident, it's creative, but it's playful in a childlike way. And when I say childlike, I don't mean immature. I mean in that like childish abandon, where kids can get completely lost in the process, where they are moved by joy, they are moved by that spark of like playful energy. So I want to ask you, what brings you that kind of joy? What sets your heart on fire and makes you experience joy and pleasure and expands your energy, makes you really light up? You know what I mean by light up, right? There's always something that when you're doing it, when you're experiencing it, when you're maybe with a person in doing a particular activity, you feel stronger. Your body, your whole energy feels stronger. You know what it feels like to be doing something that you don't want to do and everything feels heavy and sluggish and it's hard. But then there are some activities where you find your flow and it's good and it feels good and you can keep on doing it. You are able to access that inner energy, that inner strength that helps you to keep on going. That is what we are being called to lean into with the sun in Leo: creativity, authenticity, and pleasure. So if that's something that you feel like you really want to go deeper into, I have a couple of things for you. I have an option to join me in a workshop called Step Up and Own It. This is about embodied feminine leadership. What I was talking about before, that energy of the lioness that's not trying to be the best or to make her way to the top of the ladder to be above anybody else, but wants to claim her rightful place in this queendom where we are all together and we all have something to contribute. This workshop will help you to excavate what is not yours, maybe some of the fears and the insecurities and where they came from, so that you can choose to step into your integrity and your authenticity. That's where I believe we all have something to contribute. And this workshop is a very gentle, compassionate, but powerful process to guide you back to your own power. You can access that workshop via the link below, but it is also available in my heARTscaping membership. This is because the sun is in Leo this month. That is what we are going to be focusing on this month. And in the heARTscaping membership, we work with cosmic cycles, but also our own cycle, your own menstrual cycle, your own hormonal cycle, and the life cycle that you are in. So we soften into different practices of self-discovery and self-empowerment so that you can truly lead yourself into the life that you were meant to live. This is not about me telling you what to do, but me guiding you back to what you already know. I know that you are incredibly powerful, and it's my job to help you remember that. So if that sounds like an environment where you would grow, and if that is something that you are seeking, then you can also find the links for that below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe, write a comment, maybe share this with a friend who you think would benefit from it, and I will see you in the next one.